decided to take a picture of an old barn, and I had decided I was going to use my Kodak T-Max. So my first thoughts were 4 sheets, and then I got to thinking it's probably a little too much, so I'll load up 2 sheets, put everything in the dark bag, went to load up, and I only have 1 sheet left. So we are going to do a 1 sheet challenge. No room for mess ups. I have to make sure I go over everything and not tripping the shutter wrong. Yeah, not putting the dark slide back in. So it ought to be interesting. And the reason I decided against the 4 sheets was I just figured I wouldn't print them all. Just be shooting film. My scanner doesn't scan 4x5 negatives. I can, but I have to scan half at a time and then merge them, and they're always soft. I guess the height's not right, because I had to make a homemade holder. So that's about it. I'll do a little driving, and we'll see you when I get there. I had an idea for a composition a few weeks ago, and when I drove by, so I'm just going to do a little bit of wandering around and see what I can find. Get you out of the sun here. I decided on this composition. Once I get it refined, I'll show you underneath the hood. Didn't like the way the back looked. It was right into the sun over there. I was going to try to do with a Sunstar, but I decided, you know, this side. Shooting T-Max, so I think I will go. I'll lean toward the shadows. It seemed to like the highlights better the last time I shot it. Not too familiar with the film, but that's the fun. Alright, so that's what we're looking at. Looking at the sky. I might do a yellow filter just to darken that up a little bit. And it's all nice and blue, no clouds, so I think the yellow filter will work nice. And then we'll meet her up and take the shot, go home and develop. Shutter works. Back in the dark room. The little thing up here, keep the light from being so bright on my head. You can actually see it in the frame, or the light's coming out the side there and there, but kind of blocking it above my head. Hope it helps. Hope it makes it look better. Alright, let's develop this one sheet. That way tomorrow morning, once it's dry, we can print it up. I'll show you the rig. Just the bathroom towel. Alright, moment of truth. I actually did stop inversions, the last inversion, just because it was high contrast scene and developer exhausts itself on the highlights quicker than it does in the shadows. Let's see what we got here. Looking pretty good. Give it a quick squirt. Alright, looks like it should print up nice. Okay, it's the next morning. There's the negative right there in the corner there. It'll probably be a short session looking at the negative. It looks like it's going to be pretty easy to print, but you never know. So we'll do a test strip and we'll do a full print, look at it, and see if there's any adjustments I want to make. So let's get to it. Alright, we'll start out by getting it close. The grain is so fine on this T-Max. It's like, it's hard to see. Let's get that all centered up in there. I don't know if I like that light spot. You know what? That's going to be a dark spot. So that'll look okay. What I was talking about is that right there. Dark, it really won't draw your eye off the edge. I feel light will. Alright, looks pretty good. Looks pretty close to being centered there. Alright, we'll go with that. Let's turn down the aperture. Right there. Turn off focus. Alright, we'll do our test strip. Alright, there's the test strip. Hindsight, maybe, you know, I should have did a test strip for the real bright side and the dark side. But 3, 6, 9 and so on. Sky's starting to look good here. Shadows are deep in the tree, but the highlights are still good. So I'm going to do a full print at 9 and see what we get. And see if I'll have to dodge any of this side. I think this side will turn out nice with 9. But we'll see. Kind of as I expected. This side looks okay. It's just way too dark in there. So I'm going to do a short test strip for this area and let's see how much I got to dodge it. And then we'll do another full print. About right there. 3 seconds. It looks good up here. Still looks a little dark in there. I'm gonna try. I'll never be able to dodge that top corner. That's a tough one. So much for being an easy print. Maybe I should try some split contrast. This film does so much better in the highlights than it does the shadows. And I was going to lean more toward the shadows, but made a last minute decision to split it right in the middle. It was about 5 stops difference between the dark spot over here and this bright spot there. I did add a little bit of time after I metered through my filter. Let me ponder for a few seconds and see what happens. Alright, we're going to try our hand at dodging. I didn't really care for how it was looking with the contrast filters. Alright, 9 seconds, and let's have at it. 1, 2, see how it goes. Okay, let's go over everything. Alright, so you saw this with the no filters, and then I went contrast 0. I believe that was 9 seconds. Felt it was a little too light in here, and that looked okay. And I went contrast 0, 15 seconds, and it was too dark here, looked good there. So I decided to, instead of using a contrast filter, I decided to dodge, see how it would turn out. I'll show you the proper one first. Alright, so that's 9 seconds. And I tried dodging that area and this area. I guess I didn't hit it long enough. And then I'll show you the mistake. That actually turned out okay. When I meant to do that print, this one was first. And what happened was I forgot the contrast filter was in there. But it looks halfway decent light like that. So looking at this one and this one, I decided to go 15 seconds with the contrast 0 and dodge that, and I'll show you the final. So that's my final version. I was getting a little detail in the sky there. All the detail in here looks good. This isn't too light. So that's the one I'm happy with. So what I'll do is I'll post up, I'll scan this one in and this one. I mean, that one's really not too bad. It's got a different look to it. Don't ask me how I missed that there. I did the same thing with this one. This one wasn't even sitting in the, must not have been sitting in the holder, right? Because it caught there and didn't catch there. Okay, so I will do these two. And we'll go from there. Alright, I hope you enjoyed. I kind of like showing my mistakes. Just seems, you know, shows you what you're going to go through in the darkroom. Nobody's perfect, but yeah, had some fun, learned some things, and hope you enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the bell, and so you don't miss anything. And we will find another subject to shoot soon. Right now it's busy season at work, so I only have the weekends, and it gets a little hard trying to do, especially with film, shooting, coming back developing, next morning got to print, and then I spend, you know, the time editing, then I watch my edit, make some adjustments, watch it again, and then I upload it. So hopefully I'm improving things. Got my dark room looking a little better. Got the light on the top of my head, not so bright. Just small things to make it look a little better. Enough of me talking. I will see you next time. Thanks.